Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Draldi and I make videos all about productivity and goal setting. So if that's the type of content that you love to consume, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I need to upload, and follow me on all my social media. I'm at Draldi Silva. So for those of you who are new, I am creating a 30-day challenge where I'm uploading 30 videos for 30 days in the month of May. We are currently video 24, so we are almost done. If you guys want to watch all 30 videos, I will link the playlist down below so you guys can watch that. But at the end of the month, I will let you guys know what my analytics were by the end of the month, and if it worked, if it didn't, if I hit my goal, if I didn't. So I'm really excited to see. It's going pretty well so far, so I'm excited to see how I end the month with, and basically where the rest of this will take us. So please apologize also of the passing cars. I'm in a main street. I'm right outside my client's house, and I can't park anywhere else. So hopefully it's not too much of a bother for you guys. So momentum is going to be your best friend. You keeping yourself in the game, you taking action every single day, you keeping the ball rolling is going to be your best friend, and that is how you're going to achieve your goal. However, how do we get there? How do we start our journey? How do we figure out how to even keep the momentum going? Because if you've come to this video, it's because you've failed and started over with your goals. Where you start the journey, you somehow just can't figure out how to keep yourself going. You stop, and then you just fall back right back into a routine where you are having to start all over, and all that progress that you made kind of just like went out the window. So how do you keep yourself in the game long enough to know that the momentum is going? How do you keep yourself long enough in the game where you know that the work that you're putting in is actually having some sort of effect on your goals? So I want to share with you guys the 5-step system that I use in order to get ahead of my goals, and kind of what I figured out throughout this journey of uploading videos for 30 days and consistency and commitment, and having a real dream that I want to become reality so badly that I don't want it to be a dream anymore. I don't want to go to sleep thinking about it. I want it to actually be a thing that I live with every single day. So I want to share with you guys the 5 systems that I use to kind of get ahead of my goals. So if you guys are enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe. Also, please like and follow me on all my social media. Okay, so the first step is deciding that it's now or never. I kind of came about with this, I guess, like theory, or this like realization when we were stepping into 2024. At the end of December, I had a commitment to YouTube. I used to have a old YouTube channel that's still up, that I've had for the past 9 years, and I was very inconsistent with it. And so when I came to the realization by the end of 2023 in December, where I was like, I've been doing this for 9 years inconsistently. I've gotten nowhere with my channel, nowhere to my dream of becoming a full-time content creator. I need to buckle down and I need to figure this out. So I paid somebody to help me figure out my channel. That didn't end up working out until I watched this one girl who was doing a 30-day live, and I basically told her my situation, and she was like, dude, start all over, start fresh, and you're gonna see much more progress. So that free advice ended up working out, and I decided that it was now or never. Like, I had to give up my old life to begin this new one. And so I jumped right into this channel. I've committed to it, and I decided that it's now or never, because all that time had passed anyways. All that time had passed, and if I had just buckled down and been consistent with it, I would have been so much more farther. And so I want you guys to have that realization too, that time is going to pass regardless. It doesn't matter how long it's going to take for you to achieve your goals, because the time will pass anyways. You're going to live a very long time, hopefully crossing our fingers, right? That we're going to live a very long time. So the time is going to pass anyways. It's what you do with that time. What you do with that time in the meantime is what's going to allow you to figure out if you achieving your goals, if you putting in the work now is going to allow you to achieve your goals there. So deciding, it's now or it's never. Because if you don't start now, then you're just gonna keep falling into the cycle of, I'm gonna start and then I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna start and then I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna start and then I'm gonna fail. You're gonna keep falling back into that cycle until you figure out, okay, I'm gonna commit to it this time. This time it's for real. This time I'm gonna stop telling myself that I'm gonna do this and then I end up failing, and then by the end of the month I made nothing with myself. Start there with that mindset that it's now or never. Step 2 is have a vision and have a plan. You can't have one or the other. You can't have a vision. Technically you can have a vision, but you can't have a vision without a plan, because if you want something really badly enough, you're gonna figure out a way on how to achieve it. And how do you figure that out? You create a plan. You create a step-by-step plan. I'm giving you guys a step-by-step plan on just committing to your goals. You need to create a step-by-step plan to achieving your goals. So how do you figure out a plan? How do you strategize yourself? So one of the things that I've learned through this process of becoming a full-time content creator is that there's so many stories on how people achieve what they do. There's multiple people with different type of stories as well. Some people are single mothers, some people have homes to take care of, some people have no kids and have no boyfriends, no husbands, they don't have commitments, or there's people with so many commitments where they have family problems, and what give you. Everybody has a story essentially, and everybody also has a story on how they achieved the goal. So when you watch people's story on how they achieve the same goal that you want, you're gonna start realizing that one way is not always going to be the right way. For example, if you're trying to lose weight and you listen to how many people, like, to different stories on how people lost weight, there's going to be people that are going to tell you, oh, I was on Ozempic, I cut back on sugar, I started fasting, I walked a mile every single day. And then you're going to start being like, whoa. Why is there so many ways to lose weight? What is the right one? The thing is that all of them were the right one. They were all right for that person. You have to figure out what is the right one for you. What can you commit to? Because that's the important part. There's going to be so much advice on how you can lose weight, but until you figure out the one that is going to allow you to be committed to losing weight is where you're always going to win. Because if you commit to eating salads every single day and you don't like salads, you're not going to commit to that. But if you find a story where someone is like, hey, I really love spicy food and this is how I make spicy food in a low calorie deficit, and you try it out and you really love it, then you're going to commit to that because it's something that you enjoy and you're not starving yourself, you're not restricting yourself. So putting yourself in a position where you're not in restriction and it's actually something that could be sustained long term is where you're going to find a plan that will actually leave you with finding momentum and finding you staying in the game and finding you actually achieving your goals. That was the major trick for myself, is that I kept thinking like, I need to do this and this and that in order to lose weight. I need to do this and this and that to become a full-time content creator. But in reality, it's like none of that was sustainable. None of that was something I could truly commit to until I figured out that girl who did the 30-day lives, I was like, oh shoot, like I can commit to 30-day videos. I don't have to do lives, but I could do 30-day videos and see what can happen for me. That literally has changed my entire world and my entire way of thinking. My entire way of thinking. So have a vision and have a plan. If you don't know what the plan is, go find somebody's story. Go find multiple people's story and find the one that resonates with you the most and resonates with something that you can actually commit to. The third step is to give your plan enough time. One of the major things about creating a plan is that we get impatient and we think, oh, this plan's not working, this plan is not, I'm bored of this plan already, the consistency of it, I need to change it up, I need to switch it up, I need to do this, I need to do that because something's not working. However, the thing is that maybe you haven't given your plan enough time. Maybe it's been a week of you eating clean or eating in a deficit for about a week, and you're expecting yourself to lose 2 pounds, like, you have clearly not given your plan enough time. And not even just enough time, are you doing your plan correctly as well? Because if you're eating at a deficit but you're not working out, or if you're working out but you're not eating at a deficit, like, why would you think that your plan is going to work? You have to do everything correctly, and you have to give your plan enough time for you even to see if it's going to work. This is why I chose to do a 30-day challenge, because I will speak more on this in my 30th day video, on my update video of how it went for the month. That at the beginning of the month, I didn't really see a lot of momentum. I didn't really see a lot until I got towards the end of the month, where I'm just like, oh shoot, like, this plan is working. What I've done is working. So you need to give your plan enough time for it to work. It may seem like something's not happening, but if you give it a month, if you give it a few weeks, you're gonna see that all that hard work may even come into fruition, and that the momentum that you start seeing, you can keep going, you can keep committing, because it's something you can already commit to, because you've been committing it to, and then you've been committed to your plan as well. So that means your plan's working, and you need to switch it up. If you give your plan about a month and you still don't see a lot of progress, or you don't see any progress, that is when you can start tweaking things a little bit and being like, this is not working, I need to switch this up. This is not working, so I need to switch that up. That's when you can start playing with your plan. But before that, you have to give it enough time to see if it's even gonna work. And I get it, it's boring just waiting to see if something's gonna happen. It's so boring. So we got to give ourselves something else in the meantime to keep ourselves occupied from all that waiting, because there's only so much that can happen in one day, and you achieving this goal is gonna be, you're only going to see the momentum happening over a course of weeks, not even just days, a course of weeks, where you're going to start seeing all that hard work kind of kicking in. So it's going to get boring, and you're going to think, oh, my plan's not working, I need to do something else. It's like, no. Your plan just you haven't given your plan enough time. You haven't trusted your plan enough to know that it's going to work. You just have to be patient. And if you struggle with being patient, then do something else in the meantime. Keep going with your goal. Just replace all that waiting time with something else, because all we can do is just wait. Go play with your kids, go get a second job, go whatever. Just do something else in the meantime while you are waiting to see if your plan is working. Number 4 is the twin C's, is what I like to call it, which is commitment and consistency. You can't have one or that without the other. They are twins. Commitment to your goals and consistency with your plan. So commit to your goals. You have to commit to the fact that it's now or never. You have to commit to the fact that you're going to be doing this every single day, that you're going to take action, you're going to do the hard work, you're going to wake up early, you're going to go to sleep late, and you're going to do whatever it takes to have that vision come to life. The consistency is you consistently doing this every single day, because you've committed to your goal. You've committed to the life that you truly, truly want. And so the consistency is going to allow you to it's going to be like the secret sauce to actually seeing it happen, because you're taking the action every single day. It's kind of like an oath. You take the oath of commitment to do this, and then the consistency is the action that you take every single day, and you're keeping with your word. You're going to the gym every single week. You're eating those calories deficits. You're fasting. You're writing that book every single day. You're putting yourself out there on social media so that you can build your online business. You're committing to yourself. You're committing to your word, and you're being consistent about it by doing it every single day, no matter how silly it looks, no matter how hard it feels at the moment, but you're doing it. The last thing is motivation plus fear. The last step is motivation plus fear. I like to say that motivation starts the journey, and fear kind of continues it. So we all know what motivation feels like, right? One day you wake up and you feel like you're the most productive person, you get everything done, and you're like, wow, I can do this every single day. And then let's say by the third day, you're just done. You're done with it. One thing that I find myself to trying to kick me right back into the swing of things is fear of ending up the person that I don't want to become, right? I fear a lot of being content with just going to work, coming home, and doing nothing, and then just doing that every single day. It's just going to work, going home, and doing nothing. I have a huge dream of having my own business, having a name for myself, having an online presence. Social media has been such a huge goal of mine. Doing this full time has been such a huge goal of mine. So my fear is not having that, and living to 80 years old and thinking back, wow, if I really just committed, I would have had that. Essentially, I would have had the dream that I've always wanted to have. I would have been going to influencer events. I would have been having brand deals. I would have had sponsorships. I would have been able to buy the home that I've always wanted, to buy the car that I've always dreamed of having, and having no debt, and being able to be financially free. If I'm afraid of failing, I'm afraid of not having that, and all I'm doing is just working, coming home, and then cooking dinner, watching Netflix, and going to sleep. And then you do that for 5 days out of the week, and then the weekends are just for fun, right? Whatever your fun is. But for me, I love the grind, and I love networking and socializing with people, and again, having all of those brand deals and sponsorships, and being able to call the shots for myself. Like, that's something that I would really truly enjoy doing. So becoming the person that I don't want to become is a fear, and therefore, because I fear of becoming the worst version of myself, I'm trying to work really hard to become the best instead. Because at the end of the day, who looks at the mirror? You do. You look at yourself in the mirror. Do you like what you see? If you don't, then you got to change it. The thing is that you also got to look fear in the eyes. For me, looking fear in the eyes is checking my bank account statements, is checking my followers account, is checking the weight on the scale. That's looking fear in the eyes, because if I don't like the number that I see, I'm going to do something about it. I'm not just going to sit there and just be like, oh well, it is what it is. No. It's an anxiety. Checking your bank account, oh my god, it's so much anxiety. Checking the weight on the scale, oh my god, it's so much anxiety of like, did I lose weight or did I gain weight? But if you look at it every single day and you don't like the number, then you're gonna be like, oh shoot, better not eat 20 hamburgers today, gotta stick to eating clean today. You gotta look fear in the eyes and think, what don't you want to, do you want to be that person every single time looking at the scale and being scared of the number? Or do you want to feel happy and be like, oh, I'm going to step on the scale today because I know it's going to be a good number, and you're like almost excited to see it? I want to be that person. I want to wake up every single day and be like, oh, I get to film videos and scripts, and I get to have meetings with my brand. Like, I'm so excited for today, instead of dreading and being like, oh, I have to go to work today. I don't feel like going to work. I wish I could stay home. I wish I could not worry about daycare and where my kid's going to be at. No, I don't want that life. And so I fear that a lot. Therefore, I'm going to do something about it. So if you fear something in your life, once you fear the worst version of yourself, all that's left is just the best version of you. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell. So you do know when I do upload, and follow me on all my social media and @Charlie Silva. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.